And that's the other thing I think I'm better at than anyone is.
Talk to me about that one.
So I don't believe in R&D. So if I'm going to rip somebody off, I'm either going to make it 10 times better or make it my own. So, and I tell people all the time, like you're struggling with business or you're struggling with content. I don't know how. Like, how are you struggling with content? You can go to YouTube, look up the 5 best realtors on YouTube,
just do what they're doing,
sort their videos from most viewed, repurpose that in your city or whatever it is. But more than that, I think one month I had 2 closings, and someone in my office had 7. I was like, how the fuck they close 7 in a month? So I'm looking through their social media, seeing what they're doing that I'm not doing. And I liked the cool idea they had where they're handing out donuts to like firehouses, police stations, schools. And it was a Dunkin' Donuts box with their business card taped on top. So I put my mind back into consumer mode. I'm like, if I'm delivering donuts to a hospital and I'm a doctor or a nurse, I'm going to the break room, I'm opening the box, taking a donut, walking away. I'm not looking. Because how many vendors drop off crumble cookies here, right?
Right.
You're not looking at the card, dude. You're taking a cookie and walking away.
100%.
So I started thinking.
Good cookie.
Yeah. I was like, how do I make that idea 10 times better, right? And it's a great idea. I love what they're doing. Let me make it. I'm going to blow it up,
I love
right?
that.
So I made the donut boxes my business cards. So they're huge, bright, glossy black donut boxes. And it's big, and on the front it says, let's ink a deal, and my colors. My Instagram and phone number on the side, and the top has my Call Tattoo Real Estate Group and my cartoon character.
Yeah.
And it strikes you. Like, that is there when you open the box. Like, you know exactly who brought it. The first time I did it was at Mercy Gilbert Hospital. I dropped out 7 boxes. I was on 20 stories that day.
Wow.
So I had my Instagram on. They tagged me in and said, thanks for the donuts.
Wow.
They were holding up the box. So that's 20 people who didn't know me. All their followers on their stories that didn't know me. Right. So it was just like the same concept that I didn't come up with. I'm sure a lot of agents do. I was just trying to make it better.
But you made it better. Yep. And I think that's so important, right? I follow a big influencer, Graham Stephan, and you've probably heard of him before. And he's got a video in one of his courses where he's talking about, he's saying like, look, go look at, like, similar to what you're saying, right? Go see what other people are doing, see what other people are posting. But he's like, don't even watch the video. He's like, just look at the title and thumbnail, right? Let's say on YouTube, for example, right? And then what do you think about when you see that title and thumbnail? Make that video, right? So you're taking their video idea, but it's what comes to your mind. Like, what creativity can you apply to that title or video?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I love it too, dude, because I think you're right. A lot of people are copying. Everybody's copying everybody, but they're just taking it exactly for what they did, and they're just copying it.
I had a discussion about because my real estate videos, I go for 2 things. That's it, just 2 things. I'm going to try to make them laugh, and they're going to know in some way, shape, or form I'm in real estate.
Yep.
I'm never going to talk about a market. I'm never going to do interest rates or nothing. You watch the video, at some point I know you're going to laugh, and because I'm just going for a share click, right?
Sure.
I think the share button is the most powerful tool in real estate.
Yep.
As far as marketing goes, because it's free. But it was not an argument. I was talking to somebody about, those talking head videos, like where you or me will be on screen and we're just giving value, right? We're just showing we're knowledgeable in this business, and we want people to click on it. We want the agents to share our videos. Like, you want the views, right? And I said, these people that I know that are doing the talking head videos are very, like Templeton, Templeton.
Yeah.
He's a very smart man, right? He's very good at what he does. But the average person, I said, I think they're going to tune off him. They don't know I know him, right? Yeah. Outside people don't know him, so they're most likely going to skip by his stuff if they ever see it. So I was like, I told somebody, I said, I want to make talking head videos, but I don't want to be perceived as just trying to come out there with education. Like, I want to have people actually watch the video and hear what I'm saying. So I said the very first one, I said, watch this. I said, it's going to be the same talking head video, but I don't want to get 400 views on it. I want to get 1,000, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to do a talking head video. And I started off with a big lady, and she smacked her legs together and shot water out. And the water hit me in the face. It was a different video, hit me in the face, and I gave a marketing tip. So now I'm doing the talking head. The words pop up, I'm giving value, showing a tip that I have in marketing, and then it did it again, right?
Yep.
That video got 50,000 views.
Yeah.
Because I got their attention, kept them laughing, and then when they stay on the video, they engage with it, they save it, they share it. That's what blows you up.
For sure.
So that's, like I tell people, if you want someone to view it, like, you have to deliver it in a way where someone's going to be interested.
It can't be boring.
Yeah.
Right? Because you see people that make the same you could have one idea where it's like you have 2 videos where it's the same video, but one is way more interesting in how you do it, and it's going to go viral.
Yeah.
Right? Every time, So I couldn't agree more. What are some of the most viral videos you've ever made?
Oh, shoot.
Probably that's probably a good one.
I have one that has 10 million views.
Dang.
That's not a real estate related video. It's me with all my tattoos showing. And it was like a fake conversation. And someone's like, because I get asked what I do for a living all the time. And when I tell them what I actually, when you ever heard The Price is Right?
Uh-huh.
So The Price is Right, your goal is to be on camera, right? And this is when I was driving a semi. I was acting at the time. So I had a personality, but you know when you're going in, they tell you. They're looking for people to be on the show. If you're not smiling, you're not vibrant, while you're waiting, they're not going to choose you. And they interview you as a group interview.
Mm-hmm.
So they bring 10 people up before you go in, and the producers just come on, and you can kind of like watch what he's doing. Usually the people he's tapping is people he's laughing with or like he finds interesting. So I was like, how do I get this guy to tap me? Because I think he's signaling people to write the name down, right? Because it's the producer coming out to do it. But he doesn't touch everyone. He only touches the people he's talking to usually. So he comes up to me. He's like, hey, what do you do for a living? I have a bunch of tattoos at the time. I was like, oh, I'm a hedge fund manager. And he was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, I run a hedge fund.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, really? I was like, no, I'm just kidding. I sell drugs. Like that. And he died laughing, dude. He was cracking up. And I was like, dude, and he touched me. I didn't get on the show, but I was like, holy shit. And I told my buddy I was with, I was like, I think I'm going to get on, dude. So I didn't get on, but I did a video like that on Instagram. I got 10 million views.
Wow.
It was just like, what do you do for a living?
It almost goes back to like the perception, like you're number 4, number 5 or whatever. Like and I don't know what you meant by that because you breezed over in the 6 things you're talking about, but like perception's reality. And I don't know if that's kind of the direction that you had in mind.
That's how I blew up, I think.
Yeah.
The very first, I started making, when I told you my background, so I had no business, I started doing, I asked people, what do you view me as? Because everyone didn't think I could do real estate. My mom, my family, my friends, they all said I was going to fail. Not in a negative way, like you're going to fail. It was more you can't change people's minds. So they told me not to do it. Everyone told me not to do it. So I asked them, like, what do you find in me, right? And they said, you're a great person. You got great work ethic. All the things that make you a great agent, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, how do I perceive this to the
How do you
public?
show that?
So I started making real estate videos because I would share memes and I would do funny videos for my regular Facebook. So like, how do I make this real estate related? So I did an R. Kelly song, remixed it. That thing got so many shares from my people. I was like, oh, I'm going to start doing, I'm going to take this seriously, right? So the very first video I took seriously, I got in a full suit, sat in a hot tub, in the full suit with a glass of wine at a $3.2 million mansion. And I was going to do open house there. They saw I was getting views, and they're like, dude, hold an open house at our listing. So I did. I introed the video with me in the full suit, drinking wine. I said, ladies, you love rich men with beautiful houses? Swipe right. And the camera lady's like, no, Justin, it's not for Tinder. It's for your open house. I was like, oh, shit. And then I introduced the open house. That thing blew up, dude. That open house was tons of people in it.
Wow.
I had literally, dude, I'm not even, like, over 200 DMs, over 200 messages. And people were like, dude, how'd you get that listing? They're not in the industry. They don't know it was. Every agent knew that wasn't my listing, but they didn't know. And I wasn't going back at them with, oh, it's not my listing. All I said was, bring me a buyer. Right? I didn't lie to them. I said, bring me a buyer because I can represent the buyer. The next weekend I did a $700,000 house. Then I did $900,000. And everyone started, dude, I was literally getting blown up on social media. Like, dude, I didn't know you were serious about doing real estate. I didn't know you were doing this. I didn't know you were doing that. You're busy.
Yeah.
I went from 0 closings, 0 in the pipeline in March of 2020 during COVID to April closing $2 million in sales. And to me, it was all perception based, dude. I pretended I was writing contracts. I wasn't writing contracts, but I was practicing writing. But I didn't tell people I was practicing. I just showed the contract of my story. Simple things like that show you're busy, that show you're serious, that you're in the industry. Like a lot of this stuff, I learned how powerful the videos can be on social media from a share button, how powerful perception of being busy or perception of doing the business can take you. The next video I did, everyone in my office told me not to post it. They said, dude, it's too gray area, don't do it. Like, you're going to make yourself look like an idiot.
What was the video?
I started off in an email because I knew people attack my look all the time. Like, I was still getting issues on social media. And I didn't mind it. I love it. But I started the video off with just the email. So all you see is the email. And it says, Justin, me and my wife think you're very knowledgeable of the industry. We just thought your look was too much for us, so we decided to go with a different agent. And people were fired up. And they started commenting before the video was over. Like, I'm like, you didn't even watch it. Just watch the video. So after the email, it turns the camera to me, and I'm in a pink mesh stripper like shirt, and I have a S&M leather mask on, and I pull off the mask, and I have pink handcuffs on, and I pull off the mask. It has a little button, and I spit out a ball gag. And I was like, oh, you believe how stuck up people are these days? And I just get back to typing an email back.
Yeah.
But it was like, that was the look I was going for. Like, that's the look that was too much for them. But everyone assumed it was something else. So is that a real estate video? I mean, technically, yes, no, who knows? But that thing got shared 250 times on Facebook. It got me 5 deals from that one video. And it wasn't for people following me. It was for people that have shared it. Now, their people are reaching out to me saying, oh, dude, I saw your other video, or, oh, and it was just question-based. But I don't do any of my marketing, billboards, videos, nothing has to do with any value proposition. All I'm going for is a foot in the door. Like, if you were selling a house, I don't want to talk to you on the phone. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I want you to be face-to-face with me so you can see my personality. Like, I think I'm more approachable in person. Like, you can see my smile. You can see that I'm a friendly guy, my voice, my tonality.
Oh, yeah.
So anything I do is strictly foot in the door marketing.
I love that.
Those people same people told me not to post a video, I got 5 deals from it. So I stopped listening to people and just did my thing. Even now, I have a billboard going up next week. It has Joe Biden on it. I'm making fun of him. And everyone's like, dude, you're gonna fucking turn people off. I said, those are the same people are gonna be turned off regardless of what it is. But I'm like, if Saturday Night Live and news stations and comedians can make fun of any president, I'm gonna make fun of them too. It has nothing to do with voting. It's not saying Democrat, Republican, Trump. It's just making fun of them.
It's marketing.
It's marketing. I'm going for attention. I know it's gonna piss some people off, but I also am trying to get my name out there.
Yeah.